as always, here to show you some comic books, and today, good haul to show you guys, stuff that I've been saving up for over a month, to show you guys some really cool stuff for me happening this month. Looks really good. What's coming out at the end of the month? The Wolverine movie. So what I've done in the last while is just really kind of gone Wolvie crazy, haven't spent much time on some newer stuff or anything, just getting some really cool Wolverine comic books. I got most Wolverine comic books, but most of this haul that I got here is movie related key issues. And I'll also show you a couple issues that you may find to be essential Wolverine reading before you go watch the movie. Okay, so let's talk about it. This one isn't. I got a couple that aren't related to. But anyways, I showed this once before, I think. Just a what if the Hulk had killed Wolverine. Pretty good. And a surprise at the end, I guess. There's not much of that. There is, but there isn't. But yeah, that's kind of an interesting issue. I also want to get an older what if Wolverine had killed Hulk. The next one up, this one I got, which is related to, I don't have it here, an issue of the Uncanny X-Men. This issue is featured in the Adamantium collection, so I got this one. I did read it a while ago, but I cannot remember it much. But anyways, an adventure with, Black Widow and Captain America. Okay, so here's another one. Again, this one doesn't happen to be movie related. Well, movie related in the sense of X-Men 2, I guess. Alpha Flight number 33. And so this is a very cheap issue. Nice magnolia cover from '85. And this is supposed to be the first appearance of Lady Deathstrike. So, which appeared in X-Men 2. So Yuriko is her name. So the next issue here, another Lady Deathstrike related issue. This one came unbagged, fairly cheap issue, but well, first I'll say this is also a Lady Deathstrike related issue and is collected in the Adamantium book, so that's why I grabbed it. Yeah, I'll show you. But anyways, yeah, cool book with Lady Deathstrike. Very cheap book. So again, that's in the Lady Deathstrike one, but I have not read that one yet. This is the one I think I was surprised about. Yeah. So this one is from, let's see, it's a Cockrum cover. This is from 1982. Just to give you guys a peek on the inside there. So this one is also collected in the Wolverine Adamantium collection. This is issue number 162 of the Uncanny X-Men, where it's part of an ongoing issue or series where the Brood are trying to take over the X-Men, or it's Brood versus the X-Men. And this one specifically, it's a Wolverine adventure. He kind of is trying to break the mental brainwashing that the Brood has on the X-Men and him, and they try to turn him into a Brood. So it's really kind of cool, and Wolverine fights off the Brood transformation. So it was this one that it was not advertised, but this was in it. So this was a really good deal for me. Normally, this book is cheap too, but I got one of these in there. I got the Mark Jewelers insert. So that was really cool. That's a bonus for me, because if you find a Mark's Jewelers or National Diamond Sales in a book, it's usually going to cost you a bit more. So yeah, it's really cool to find a book that I thought was just a normal one, but it came with the ad inside. So that was cool. Really good looking art too. That was from 82, I said. Next one, okay, so starting with some issues that may be key issues related to the movie. Here's issue number 15 of Shogun Warriors. And a while ago, Tony, Why Not Art, he sent me issue number 1 of Shogun Warriors, which was pretty cool. And I picked this one up because I'm as far as my research goes, I'm told in Marvel Comics this is the first appearance of the Yakuza, and they even mention forward fellow Yakuza, so they mention Yakuza on the cover and show them. So, and I mean, looking at the trailers, looks like there's Yakuza involved, and of course in the Japanese story, Shingen controls a Yakuza clan. So there you go, Shogun Warriors, supposed to be the first appearance of the Yakuza. Next one of the cooler things as well in the upcoming The Wolverine movie is, if you've seen the trailers, tons of ninjas. He's got to go against tons of ninjas, and I would say those ninjas are called the Hand in the Marvel universe, these assassins. So here's Daredevil, issue number 174, and Daredevil, Elektra, and Gladiator. So this is supposed to be the first appearance of the Hand, and that is from 1981. And I think, what is it, Elektra, she appeared and mentioned, I think, about the Hand in previous Daredevil issues, but this 174 is the first appearance of the Hand. Okay, next up, starting to come on to some bigger, more important issues here. Here is issue number 118. This issue and the next issue kind of were, you know, cost me a little bit of money, not too much. I mean, affordable, very affordable, but anyways, here, yeah, Uncanny X-Men issue 118, side by side with Sunfire. But this is the first appearance of Mariko Yoshida, which is, of course, probably going to be a big part in the Wolverine movie, big love interest of Wolverine's. So this was part of a two-part story, and where they're looking for Sunfire's help when they go to Japan, but they fall into another adventure while they're in Japan. And Mariko Yoshida is the cousin of Sunfire. That's kind of cool. So that's where he meets. Wolverine first meets her. And this is part 2 of that, issue 119. This one ran me a little bit more money because this one had something special in it, and bought it in part for this. It's a higher grade, nice spines, and I've read that a lot of books with these ads in them, another Mark Jewelers ad, have usually really good spines because this paper, it's a little bit thicker and glossed, adds a little bit more stability to the book. So sometimes you'll find these Mark Jewelers at a higher cost because usually they're in better shape, but also because of the significance of the Mark Jewelers ads. That's Wolverine on the cover. I have to research this one though, but I don't know what the Eagle Awards is. This little symbol here. I don't know what that's about. I'll have to research that. Or if anybody knows, let me know. I haven't finished reading this particular issue. Okay, so if you're going to be watching the Wolverine movie, a couple of essential reading material here. Of course, with these, like I say, the books that I got with the first appearances of the characters that are going to be in the movie, you might want to read these particular books just so you get a sense of the character, just so you can compare when the movie comes out, see which one you like better, or just so have a little bit of background and see where they might be coming from. I don't know all the storylines that they're pulling from, but I figured get all the keys that are pertaining to those characters, and it might help me when I'm watching the movie where they're pulling some of their storyline from. But of course, the biggest one that they're pulling from is the Wolverine miniseries. Here's my 4 copies, issues 1 through 4, that I have in Mylar, beautiful Mylar, signed by Chris Claremont. So you're going to want to read this. The one thing to note is in the limited series, there is no Silver Samurai in these, okay? No Silver Samurai in these. A lot of things when I was looking at the trailers, there's a lot of cool things that are in the trailer that I've seen in a couple of these books, but there's Shingen, there's a thing to do with the bullet train, the Yakuza, the Hand, Mariko, I think there was, I saw Mariko, Yukio, which is very different looking in the movie than the comic books, but just really interesting. I can already see where they're pulling a lot of this stuff from, and to me, this movie's looking really, really good, better than the other one so far, so I hope it doesn't disappoint. But yeah, that storyline is not where Silver Samurai comes from. Although Silver Samurai is the son of Shinjin. So here's issue number 2, again signed by Chris Claremont, and this one is the first appearance of Yukio. And it's hard sometimes, people might get the names confused with Lady Deathstrike. Lady Deathstrike's name is Yuriko, and you got this other lady in here, Yukio. So she's the one that, if you watch the trailer, she's the one with the sword and those ugly bangs, and I think she kind of has red hair, but very different than what's in here. Issue number 3 of that series. So this one, basically after meeting Mariko, after a while he hasn't getting any answer back from her, no letters or anything like that, so he decides to go to Japan and see what's up. Why isn't she answering him? I thought, you know, we had something going, what's happening? If you want to see a good review of the 4-part limited series, go to Ghost Critic's channel, and he's got a good review of this limited series. So there's issue number 4. Again, signed by Chris Claremont. So, after this, after you've read this, now you're going to want to read the next 2 issues here of Uncanny X-Men, issue number 172, and I believe that limited series was in 82, so this is probably just after that, 83, just in 83, but takes place right after this series, and it's supposed to be the wedding of Wolverine and Mariko. And in this 2-part, you know, little story, this involves Silver Samurai and the Viper, otherwise known as Madame Hydra. In her earlier days, she was Madame Hydra, I guess, and then changed her name to Viper. And Viper is in the movie, so Silver Samurai. So this is one of the first interactions with, you know, kind of like the Japan and Wolverine and Silver Samurai and Viper. So they might pull some ideas, some little bits of storylines from this, perhaps. So that's issue 172, the supposed marriage of Mariko and Wolverine. So continuing that, issue number 173, the conclusion of that wedding issue. Now, the last couple are the big ones to finish off. Really cool. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I've been waiting forever to show you guys these really cool issues. I had fun researching them, having fun reading them. I only have a couple more here to read, some of the big ones, but very, very cool. And again, I hope if I read them and like them, hopefully there is some kind of justice to these characters in the Wolverine movie. So let's start with this one, issue number 110 of Captain America. You might think, what does Captain America have to do with Wolverine? As I had mentioned, the character Viper has been in contact with Wolverine, same with Silver Samurai, and yeah, Viper's going to be in the movie. So this is her first appearance. I already have my microchamber paper in there. So this is, let's see, 1968. So 1968, the first appearance of Viper, but otherwise known in this one, I believe, is Madame Hydra. So this is her beginnings. And already it looks like she's being changed some in her, maybe in a bit of her character. I don't know about her origins, because they can't have any relation to Hydra in the Fox movies, because Marvel is doing that. So she's Viper, and it looks like she's a geneticist, a scientist, and either manipulator herself or she's a mutant herself. But either way, Viper character in the Wolverine movie, and this is her first appearance in Captain America issue 110. Nice 12-cent comic and beautiful Steranko cover. I'm sure Tom, Hippie's Collectibles, he probably has this one. And really cool book. Okay, so I'll show you the first the second appearance here of the Silver Samurai, and basically on the cover here, that's the Silver Samurai that we know, the suit, the look with the red sun and everything, the big samurai looking suit. So anyways, this is supposed to be the second appearance. I just got this yesterday, so I haven't read it yet. But second appearance of the Silver Samurai, and it's a team up, of course, Marvel team up with Black Widow and Spider-Man. 30-cent book, and let's see what year was that from. We have 1977, so 1977, second appearance of Silver Samurai. So you say that suit, that's pretty much what we think of when we look at Silver Samurai. And the last one, a Daredevil issue, and as you can see on the front here, the Silver Samurai. So this is issue number 111 of Daredevil, and it's Daredevil versus the Silver Samurai. This is the first appearance of the Silver Samurai. So really kind of interesting issue. Just basically this guy that's hired by another group that's out to get Daredevil, and he's trying to make up for it's payback from one of his father's debts or something like that. So he's paying back one of his father's debts, and is hired to go against Daredevil. But as you see, you know, still got the sword, still got a mask, things like that, but very different. Doesn't look very samurai-ish. It's a little more gladiator kind of style, but that is the Silver Samurai. So that is a really cool issue. Looks great in Mylar, as the others do. Most of these I think I will be putting in Mylar. Really cool. And I'm getting used to the Mylar. You know, I'm really getting used to it. So I think a lot of my older issues I'll be putting in Mylar, and then starting with some of the newer stuff. Maybe, for sure, all of my my Wolverine stuff. Okay, so that's that, you guys. Hope I shared some good information with you guys. If you got any more questions or comments, for sure, please leave those below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next, of course, I'll be showing you guys when I finish the Adamantium collection before I go see the movie. I will present to you guys, just show you quickly all the issues that are involved in that, and a few of them you just did see, of course, the Japanese story. But yeah, I'll just quickly show you guys, and that'll help you guys, you know, go give you an overview of the whole book. If you're ever wondering about purchasing it, you get a good look on the inside, and, you know, see if you want to. But yeah, I'll be going through some of those, just showing you every issue that is collected in that Adamantium collection. Alright, so I think that's about it, except for a note. We're doing great with the comic book lottery. We're getting quite a few entries in. I think it's going to be bigger and better than last year. Thanks everybody who's already contributed. And if you haven't, check out my Comic Lotto 2013 video and enter if you can. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye.